Hi my Virgos, how are you? This is Dee from Consciously Focused Tarot, bringing you your general reading for June. And this reading is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs, okay? If you don't know what your Moon and Rising and Ascendant signs are, I have a link in the description box below this video, a free astrology website that you can go and plug in your information and, you know, your date of birth, not any personal information, your date of birth, your time of birth, country, city, that type of thing, and it will generate a natal chart for you. And as you know, as such, it is beneficial to, once you have that information, to check all 3 or 4 of your signs, okay? Because they can all affect you in different ways. So I'm trying to keep my voice down as it's getting a little late here and I don't want to disturb anyone, but the microphone on my recording equipment, aka cell phone, is pretty good, so you should be able to pick me up clearly. The music I have playing in the background is Tibetan singing bowls. It's healing music for the chakras and, you know, for the spirit. So I thought I would use that today, seeing as a lot of us are going through a lot of healing energies right now, okay, and probably in a few weeks or a few months to come. So, Virgo, so let's start with your astrology segment of this video. Those of you that don't want to listen to this can fast forward, and I would appreciate if one of you would timestamp at what time the tarot reading starts, but I do believe it would behoove you to listen to the astrology portion, because it will explain the energies that are playing out in the tarot portion of your reading, okay? So this is for June 2018, but at the end of May we have a water trine, okay, Jupiter and Neptune in your 3rd and 7th house. So there's going to be a lot of water energy going on, Virgo, and that will actually cause a lot of emotions to rise to the surface. Okay, so this could be a very emotional month, and this is happening in your 3rd house of communication and your 7th house of relationships. So on the one hand, it could be a very beautiful energy where you really connect on a deeper level, a more intimate level with your partner, or, you know, in your relationships in general. On the other hand, because a lot of emotions are coming to the surface, unresolved issues may also come to the surface, you know, with the positive emotions that will need to be discussed and addressed. However, this water trine and a lot of other stuff we have going on in June is going to make everyone very sensitive, okay? On the one hand, it could be like a real touchy-feely month, you know. On the other hand, people may be a little prickly because they realize that these emotions, old emotions and things that they thought they had dealt with, are starting to come to the surface again because they had not been resolved. So people might be very sensitive, so be very careful when you communicate. Pick your words, choose your words, mince your words, okay? Because you could be taken the wrong way. So that's a heads up right there. That's a take home for all the signs to be very careful this month with how you communicate, because people around you are going to be very sensitive, because we are all, me included, you know, working through past issues or unresolved issues of an emotional nature. And these emotions do have to come to the surface so that they can be addressed, so that light can be shed on them, okay? And not only addressed so that it can heal, either in the situation or at a bare minimum within ourselves, okay? So, and also, because people's emotions are going to be raw and situations will be surfacing, be careful not to feed into other people's drama. Also, be careful not to create drama by some of the things you may say that may be taken the wrong way, okay? And for you specifically, Virgo, you also need to be careful of, there may be trust issues that may surface this month in June, and also with any anger issues may surface, so be mindful of that, yeah? But basically, with Venus coming into your 12th house, Virgo, what you really are striving for is peace in relationships, you know, and people who are easy to get along with. You may even have, you may have magical encounters. You may meet your soulmate. But everyone's intuition is going to be very sharp this month. So follow your hunches, follow your gut. And also, Mercury is going to be going retrograde on the 27th in your 6th house, as it pertains to your income, your daily income, you know, your regular income, your work and your health. So when, is it Mercury that's going retrograde, or is it, no, it's Mars that's going retrograde. I do beg your pardon. Mars is going retrograde. So Mars is that power planet of energy and passion. So when that, and initiative and that type of thing. So when that goes retrograde, things slow down. So if there was anything really important that you needed to put into place with regard to your income, your work, your health, your diet, fitness regime, okay, you may want to get that in place before Mars goes retrograde on the 27th of June, because then it will slow down. Because when you have Mars direct, it's like you have a tailwind. You advance more easily and more quickly. When it goes retrograde, it's the opposite, okay? So we have a new moon in Gemini at the middle of the month, and we have a full moon in Capricorn, which is ruled by Saturn at the end of the month. So at the end of the month, you're definitely, Virgo, you're going to be doing a reality check. Really strong reality check with regard to your romantic connections, okay, your work, and also the way you communicate, okay? Like I said, trust issues may come up, you know, with regard to intimacy, with regard to financial obligations, anger issues, betrayals, injustice of some sort. So at the end of the month, it's going to be challenging because Saturn is opposing Chiron in Aries. So it's T-squaring. So you're definitely going to be challenged to flush out past pain, acknowledge it, address it, work through it and flush it out, okay? Like I said, with regard to the past or with regard to trust issues, joint finances that you had with someone, or joint financial obligations, anger issues or betrayals will need to be worked through and flushed out. And also at the Capricorn full moon at the end of the month, we have a Earth trine, okay, in your sister house, in your sister sign. Who is that? Probably in Taurus, or is it in Capricorn? I don't know, but it's a sister Earth sign in your 5th house. So a trine is beautiful. It's a beautiful vibration. So at the end of the month, you may also feel more inclined to go out and have fun and enjoy it's off. The fifth house is also about creativity, so you may have some new business ideas. You know, you may have a romantic encounter, but like I said, just be careful not to get involved in other people's drama, and do not create drama, okay? You also have Mercury on the 3rd week of the month going into your house of friends, social networks, your social life. So there's going to be a lot of communication in that area. You may make new friends, and Venus is also joining that house. So someone who was a friend may become a lover, or someone who was a friend, you know, that friendship may intensify, okay? Or you may meet somebody very special through a friend or through social networking, yeah? And also, in your 10th house is highlighted. So it's career, money, reputation, your business. So definitely, there is definitely a possibility here to increase your income and your money, and your reputation, okay, as far as career this month in June. So I think I've hit most of the take home. Yeah, the first weekend of June should be really nice for you. And you may be meeting someone that's very different from you. There may be distance between you, maybe a difference in culture, age difference, but just focus on the commonalities between you and not the differences, okay, Virgo? So, and trust your intuition and strive for peace in relationships, okay? And allow your inner world to dictate and not your outer world. Because when we're connected to our inner world in a way that's peaceful, we can be in the middle of a storm or in the middle of drama, and it won't affect us. And as a matter of fact, when that peace permeates and projects outwards, you can actually bring peace to your outer environment. Okay, so let's get started with the tarot portion of this reading. Okay, so in the center of your reading, let me see if I put these cards back in correctly. No, I didn't. Okay, so we're starting from where the outside in, because I had already shuffled and laid these cards and put them back in the deck just to save time, and I put them back in the wrong way. So it looks as though we're going to be starting from the outcome. Okay, so you have the Emperor with the Star in reverse. You have the Ten of Swords in reverse. The Seven of Pentacles in reverse. The Seven of Swords in reverse. I mean the Seven of Swords. Sorry, I was on automatic there. And please guys, follow me on Twitter and Facebook. I just opened an account. I'm not really sure what to do with it, mind you. I'm a little bit social media challenged. I really don't like the oversharing on social media, but I would like to be able to expand my audience. So that's a part of the game. Oh, hold on a minute. Sorry, I'm cooking at the same time as doing these readings, so I just had to turn my food off before it burns. Yeah, so if you could follow me on Twitter, if you can find me, on Facebook, I just created an account. How did these go again? Yeah. So if you can find me, you can search for Consciously Focused D on Twitter and Facebook and follow me. It's also a good way to be notified of when I upload new videos. until I figure out what exactly I'm supposed to be doing on Facebook and Twitter. But for right now, I'm using it that way, one step at a time. I'm supposed to be tweeting, but I haven't tweeted yet. So if you guys could follow me and help me out, that would be nice. Just one step at a time here. Okay, Virgo. What's going on in your reading? I remember, what was it? March, April, May. It was just the lovers, soulmate, marriage, commitment. I'm not seeing that in the cards this month in your June reading, okay? So Virgo, what's going on with you guys? Leave some comments for me, you know, under the video, and let me know what's changed over the last few months. There's a drastic change here in the energy of your cards. So in the center of your reading, you start out with the Five of Swords in reverse. So it looks, and the Devil upright. So it looks as though there was some self-sabotaging energy going on here, okay? So we have Capricorn here, we have Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. But it looks as though you're really determined not to engage in this self-sabotaging behavior or this sort of one-upmanship. A lot of ego involved here. You are determined, passionately determined not to engage in that behavior. But you may be determined to an extreme where you might be a little bit avoidant. Okay? And in your foundation, Virgo, and this is Sun, Moon, and Rising signs, okay, you have the Lovers in reverse. So it looks as though some of you may be having a disconnect in a significant relationship. There could also be a very important decision that you need to make that you don't want to make and you're not looking at. I think this came up before too. Okay. I'm feeling avoidance to an extreme here. Avoiding conflict. There is a decision here that needs to be made that you don't want to make. And this can also mean for some of you that there is a disconnect in a very significant, passionate relationship. A huge disconnect, okay? In your recent past, you have the Eight of Swords. So in the recent past, you're trapped all in your head, negative thinking, not being able to move forward because your negative thoughts are keeping you trapped, Virgo. And it was causing you stress, okay? However, here you're showing up in your own reading, Virgo. In the near future, you're going to take a step back. You're going to step back from this situation, which it looks as though you already have, but it looks as though you were stepping back in the wrong way. You were not stepping back in a healthy way. You were just avoiding, total avoidance. Okay, to the extreme. But now you're going to, in the near future, you're going to step back in a healthy way. You're going to go inside, internally, and do some divine introspection and some meditation and seek the wisdom of this situation, of how you can shed a divine light on what's gone wrong here. I have to say something has gone wrong, Virgo, because every read in Virgo was just the lovers, soulmate, twin flame, blah, 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 commitment. So it looks as though I suppose like everybody else with, and like all relationships, okay, they have their ups and downs, but sometimes some things come to the surface that need to be dealt with before you can move on, okay? And how we deal with and address those difficult situations that surface in a relationship tests the mettle and the depth of the connection, okay? So you're seeing yourself as the Seven of Swords. So this is also someone that looks a little stealthy, someone that's trying to get away with something. And what I'm feeling is, Virgo, is that you're trying to get away with not addressing this situation head on, basically, okay? You may even be trying to sneak away or sneak out of the relationship. Your environment, the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, is some of you feel that you have put a lot of work and effort into a relationship and you really do not see the return. You're not seeing the harvest. You feel as though you've wasted your time. And your hopes and fears is a Ten of Swords in reverse. The Ten of Swords in reverse is someone, you hope that you can get over this. You hope that you can, that there won't be a major betrayal, or if there was a betrayal, you're trying to get over the pain. I don't think that there was a betrayal. If there was a betrayal, it may have been because someone was probably non-confrontational to an extreme and didn't want to address the situation, didn't want to communicate. They were all up in their head. And if there was a betrayal for some of you, you're healing from it, you're getting over it, okay? Or you hope to get over it quickly. And then in the outcome we have the Emperor. So this is someone, along with the Star in reverse. So the Emperor is someone that's very set in their ways. They like routine, they like rules, they like things to be consistent. They like to feel anchored, stable, secure. This is definitely a card of commitment, long-term commitment and long-term goals, okay? But for some reason, some of you feel that whatever you were trying to manifest, whatever you were believing in is not going to happen. It could be that some of you believe that there's just too much, or if it's not you, it's your partner. There's too much uniformity and consistency and routine. And maybe that you feel as though your dream is being stifled. Your dream cannot manifest and emerge because there's just too much restriction here. And that could be true. I don't see any fire. Well, the Lovers is fire in reverse, but I don't see any fire here, Virgo. Inspiration, it seems as though the inspiration has been lost. And someone, this is also Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. So here, someone is not feeling stable in this relationship. Someone may not be putting in the effort, the finances into the relationship at the moment for whatever reason. Because usually upright, this is someone that has the Midas touch, okay? Everything works out for this person. So it's in reverse. So there is an energy around here that some of you feel a bit hopeless about this relationship or this job or career. Some of you may be feeling like, you know what, I just want to tiptoe and sneak away from this situation. I don't want to be bothered. Some of you are thinking very negatively about this. And it could cause you to self-sabotage the job, the relationship, or the situation, okay? So like I said, this is a time of healing. This is a time of a lot of emotions surfacing that need to be addressed, okay? But some of you do feel that the effort that you've put into this relationship or this significant connection or this job was for nothing, okay? You don't feel as though you have had an equivalent return on the effort that you've put in, okay, Virgo? So if this video goes into a second video, which it may have already done or is about to, please look for a part 2. If it's not trending, go into my video library and you will find all of the videos in there. You know, just click on the round icon that has my my plaque, my, what do you call this? My name tag in the icon. I use this to prevent people, or to help to prevent or reduce the prevention of anyone stealing my videos and uploading it as their own, as it's been known to happen. And also, please, some people look at part 1 and then they don't look at part 2. So the beginning of part 1, I have the astrological summary for those of you that are interested. At the end of part 2, I also do a meditation that's specific to the affirmation, and meditation that's specific to the situation. So, you know, I know it's a long video, it's a lot of information, but when you have time, go back to the video and listen to it all the way through. Also, I would suggest going back and looking at previous month's videos, because you'll see how the situation has evolved. You may not have been able to place what was going on with who, where, but a month later you should be able to, and it should all fall into place and make sense. Why is the Five of Swords in reverse for Virgo? I hope you like my Tibetan singing bowl music. That's also healing music for the soul, for the chakras, very relaxing. It helps realign the chakras, okay? Okay, if a card doesn't fall out soon. Okay, this one wanted to come out. Yeah, okay. So we have the High Priestess confirming the Five of Swords in reverse in the center of your reading. Virgo, you definitely need to use your intuition so that you can release this unhealthy, excessive energy, okay? You know the answer, what the right answer is, what's the right thing to do. So tap into your intuition. And with the water trine going on at the beginning of this month, people's intuition is going to be very strong. So follow your hunches and disconnect from this unhealthy energy. Yeah, you feel stuck. This unhealthy energy is making you feel stuck. Okay. But you will come out of it if you meditate. So you've got the Hermit and the High Priestess. And both cards are speaking to getting quiet, retreating, going to a peaceful place within yourself, and connecting to your higher self, your wisdom, the Most High, or whatever you want to call it. Okay, and disconnecting from this devil energy is unhealthy. You feel stuck. It's nearly as though you feel a little bit immobilized, Virgo. This is a stark difference to the cards that we had been pulling for you for the last few months. So I don't know what has happened. So let's confirm the Lovers in reverse. What's going on with this disconnect? It nearly looks as though you guys are trying to avoid a confrontation. With a significant person, partner, decision has to be made, a very important decision that is going to have an impact on your life. Doesn't always have to be a romantic partner, but it's someone close to you. Yeah, we've got the King of Pentacles in reverse twice. So the disconnect is coming from a decision that you have to make about money, about a business, about something that has to do with your security and your stability, your financial stability, okay? May have something to do with a business or a job. Why is the Seven of Swords here? The sneaky card, the avoidance card, the trust issue card. Yeah, it looks as though there are trust issues, Virgo. There you go. There are trust issues here because we have the Judgment in reverse. It looks as though someone... This is how you see the situation. This is how you see yourself. You're afraid of using poor judgment and making a decision that will affect you negatively in the long term. And you're avoiding making a very important decision, Virgo. I do think this is you, but if it's not you, it's your partner, but I think it's you. You're avoiding an awakening, you're avoiding a rebirth, you're avoiding making a final judgment in a situation. Okay, the Hermit. Let's confirm the Hermit. Why is the Hermit here? Virgo, June 2018. This wanted to come out right here. Yeah, it has something to do with a home situation. It has something to do with maybe even moving in with someone, sharing a home with someone, a proposal, a marriage, family. So you're going to need to seek higher guidance on this situation because it's making you feel immobilized. It's making you feel that your finances or your stability and security is feeling threatened, or you're feeling you may not have enough money for a move, or you may not have enough money to move in with your a very significant person in your life. Okay, I'm not going to confirm all of these cards. You may also be fearing that this situation may be too restrictive for you. Okay. And you will not be able to manifest and fulfill other goals, personal goals, and dreams in your life, because this decision may make you feel as though you don't have the amount of control over your life as you would like to have. This wanted to come out. Yeah, there goes the Lovers, upright. Finally, Virgo, that's the way it's supposed to be. Okay, so you're going to get to a point where you're going to stop juggling and you're going to make a decision, okay? This is an immense decision for you. You've had the Lovers coming up twice in this reading, in reverse and upright. So your outcome is you will make that right decision that you need to make that's right for you, Virgo. Okay? Lovely. Lovely. Okay, I'm not going to summarize this again. You can just listen to the video again because I don't want it to get too long. But I think it's pretty clear. So let's pull an Oracle Guidance card. Sandra Ann Taylor, Energy Guidance card for Virgo. Angel of Strength, yes. You need to pull on your inner strength. This is a Leo card. Pull on your inner strength and your inner resources, Virgo. I didn't really talk too much about the signs, but we've got all the signs here, okay? We've got all the signs here. We have a lot of fire. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. We've got the air signs. We've got Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. We do not have a lot of earth in here, funny enough. We did have the King of Pentacles that came up twice, and the Virgo, which is probably you showing up in your own reading, Virgo. The High Priestess, we do have, yeah, we have Capricorn here. We have Earth, Virgo, Taurus. We have the High Priestess, which is the water signs. So we have a bit of everything. So it's calling for you to pull on your inner strength and stand in your truth. And it looks as though there may also be a commitment coming for you, a contractual commitment, a partnership, a romantic partnership or a business partnership, employment contract, that type of thing, okay? So let's read the Angel of Strength and let's do this meditation together. Okay, so Virgo, what I'm seeing here is you really do need to pull on your personal power, okay? Pull on your inner resources, your personal power, your strength, and stand in your truth. This amazing angel brings the news that this is a time of increasing power for you. It's not the time to be passive or submissive, right? Yeah, there's avoidance going on here. And this is not the time to be passive or submissive, Virgo. It's not the time to be, but to speak your truth and take action. Okay? On your own behalf, you are capable of taking greater control and directing your own destiny, Virgo. Okay? For the power that comes from within reaches out to the universe and beyond. Inner strength and unlimited resourcefulness flow through you at this time. So basically it's saying, and this is confirmed by the High Priestess and the Hermit, the strength you need is not outside of you, it's inside. Everything you need is inside. Tap into your inner strength, okay, and your inner resources and higher wisdom. Call upon this wonderful angel, the Angel of Strength, and on your own inner resourcefulness to bring you the focus and resolve to do what's necessary in order to make your dreams a reality. So in order to have